Did I tell you about when I had an infestation of spiders in my bed, in the box spring of my bed?
What?
That's a story for another time.
Yeah.
But that's nightmare fuel, baby.
That is pure. Okay, do you understand? I'm going to go. Okay, we're going to maybe not revisit that. I've already now got a new fear has been unlocked today.
Hi, I'm Sigourney Beaver, and welcome to Obituary. Today we'll be reviewing episode 9 of the Boulet Brothers Dragula season 6. And my very special guest today is Jade Jolie!
Hi, Gord!
Oh! How are you?
Oh my gosh, I'm so good. I've missed you so much.
I've missed you!
So much has happened, I feel like.
Yes.
I've got tits and tats.
Tits and tats.
She's trans.
Hey! Look at that. Like, what more could you ask for?
I mean, seriously.
Yeah.
I am so excited. First of all, congratulations.
Ah!
This is incredible. Thank you for inviting me.
Thank you. I can't believe we kept it up for 9 weeks. Oh my God. We just have one left. Ah!
Oh my gosh.
Gee, I'm so excited to have you
Same.
here.
You look so beautiful.
Thank you. It's the lighting. What do you think about this episode?
Okay, well, so first of all, I am so excited that I happened to fall on the Dead by Daylight episode.
Ah!
I am an absolute gamer. I am a huge Dead by Daylight fan. I have been playing since the very beginning. So to get to talk about this, I'm very excited.
I'm so sad that it's not a reunion episode.
Yeah, I mean, I'm always looking for like a quippy remark and, like, I'd love the shade.
You?
I know, it's so weird, right?
Shade Jolie? Shade Jolie?
Yes, I was a little shocked. I know they said it was a little bit of punishment to the fans, but I just miss that like raw, just say whatever you want. But I do feel like there's been a little bit of reluctance over time.
Oh, yeah.
The fan base can be a little rough, but I don't give a I just feel like you just gotta say what you gotta say because that's being authentic to yourself.
Yeah.
And then also, that's what they love.
Yeah, well, that's the thing is like you have to be yourself.
Exactly.
Because if you're trying to play a character, you're never gonna get the lines right, you're never gonna get the blocking, and your story is gonna be crap. That's it. Like if you're just yourself and if you're authentically yourself, then you don't have to worry about remembering,
That's true.
all these details and keeping your story straight.
Or you'll get a bunch of one of those one-liners like they've been giving them this episode.
Oh! Some people are better at delivering their lines than others.
I love it. It's the movie magic.
It's the movie magic, and we are keeping that alive.
We are.
And we have it abundantly in episode 9, our Dead by Daylight. So we open up the same way we always do. Everyone toots into the lab and they say, oh, I wonder who went home. And we find out Auntie returns, which we saw that coming.
Yeah, I know, honestly, to be fair.
Yeah.
The drag's incredible.
You cannot
The drag's incredible.
deny the polish.
And she's mouthy as I love it. She's so mouthy.
And that's how she is in real life, too.
Okay,
Oh, yeah.
well, I would love to have like a good, healthy banter with her because she cracks me up. I love when she comes in. It's always like just immediate right from the jump. Always something that's just gonna, get somebody.
She'll just tell how it is.
Yes, she's gonna tell you how it is.
She's gonna tell you
And
how
I
it is.
respect that. Immediately, she wasn't really feeling Yuri, but then she gets this compliment. So then she's like, I love you.
Exactly.
But to be fair, so would I. I mean, if you flatter me right from the jump, then I love you all of a sudden too.
Yeah. I cozy up to a compliment every now and then.
Oh yeah, flattery gets you everywhere.
Yeah. So Yuri's like, oh, like, it's so nice. Like, I really admire you. I'm inspired by you. And Auntie says, oh, thank you. Like, this is the first time we've ever talked. And like, I'm so happy we're getting to know each other finally.
I also love like when the compliment's not really returned. And it's just like, thank you so much. You're right. I am wonderful. Which, staying authentic. To be fair, I love Yuri. I think Yuri is so lovable. And I've enjoyed watching them so much, not only on this episode, but this entire season. They just seem to have like a good heart, which...
They're so sweet.
I know. You're
such a sweetie.
You were such a sweetie. There's
I did my best.
You were such a sweetie. I always say to this day, I have very rarely worked in this business with such an authentic and just kind person. And you really are. That's why we'll always defend you at all costs. You're just a good gal.
I think you're just the sweetest muffin.
Okay, well now we're just well, to you.
Anyways, there is not a top 4 this season. There is a top 3, which means this is gonna be the big bad owl that we see someone who is like just almost made it get dream squashed.
But to be fair, they get to be that iconic underdog.
Yes,
They are going to get the ahs and all that. So, you know, in the end, I always say sometimes not winning is winning. That's longevity.
It's, you know,
You know,
the win doesn't always come with a crown.
it's true. And honestly, top 3 just makes sense.
3 is the magic number.
It is.
Schoolhouse Rock.
Mother mating crown.
And so they toot off to find their challenge for this week, and it is the Dead by Daylight. They have to conceptualize and create a character for Dead by Daylight based on cryptids and urban legends. But they also have to create a signature kill move for their character. Very cool.
Very cool.
The winner gets to have their character in the game.
Their likeness. What a cool prize.
Yes!
Are you kidding
What
me?
a fabulous way, like even more so than being on TV and, you know, being so Googleable. But
Right.
now you get to be immortalized in a video game.
DLC. Yeah, that is so freaking cool.
So cool. So cool.
And as a Dead by Daylight fan, yet again, I was so excited to see how they would interpret this, not only into their own take on things, but to also to the mods to the game and to the already killers, like see how they would like mix that up. Because Dead by Daylight definitely has a distinct style, I feel like sometimes, you know? So I was excited.
I'm excited to see it.
Have you played?
I have not. I'm not a good video gamer. The only video games that I really played, I'm such a dork, is like Duck Hunt on the Nintendo 64. Love Duck Hunt.
Okay,
or,
classic.
I love, my very favorite is Sonic on the little Sega Dreamcast.
Oh,
and
yeah.
then there's also this hilarious game called Toe Jam and Earl where you play 2 aliens, hideous, that crash land on Earth and their ship explodes and all of the pieces are on different parts.
Okay.
And like each level that you go through, there's different monsters, and one of them is like an old lady with like a shopping cart and she'll run you over. And then another one is like a lawnmower, just, yeah.
I feel like I should know this. I'm gonna be looking this
A
up.
swarm of bees.
Okay, golf
Yeah.
cart ladies, what reviews?
Yeah. Oh,
What do
yeah.
you ask for?
Oh, yeah. And then the incredible, so impossible to find, the Ronald McDonald adventure game. Nobody knows what I'm talking about, but if anyone out there
No.
does know what I'm talking about, I love this game. I love this
These
game.
are so niche.
I love this game.
I have to say Buffy. That was my favorite game of all time. The old school Buffy. Did you ever watch Buffy?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, love.
We love Sarah Michelle Gellar.
We love Sarah
love
Michelle
Sarah
Gellar.
Michelle.
We are Sarah Michelle Gellar.
But first, before we
Okay.
get over to our floor show,
Yes.
we have to do a fright feat, and this one is nasty. They have to stick their hand into a terrarium of tarantulas and pull out a game cartridge. Blindfolded.
Ugh,
And there's a lot. There's not just 1 or 2 in there. I've had to like double check. I called somebody and I said, how many are there in there? They said there were like 10 to 15.
Oh my gosh.
But, you know, Auntie's trying to psych everyone out because she knows how to play the game.
Okay, that actually was hilarious and such a good move because, for one, I'm highly gullible, so I would have just been thinking for sure everything was going to attack and bite me because arachnophobia to this day is one of my all-time favorite and triggering movies ever, just for the fact I hate spiders. I hate to say hate. You know, I know they're great and they do their things, but
do
for
their thing.
me, I just am such, like, I don't know, when we were saying the things we were scared of, I would try to say like things that I wasn't scared of. I was trying to be a little
Oh yeah,
smart.
when they ask you. Yeah.
Right, you
yeah.
never say like what you're scared of.
Yeah.
But that particularly would really irk me.
Yeah. So everyone has to stick their claw in there and they're like bumping spiders, they're grabbing moss, and
Yeah.
it's in different spots too. So it's not like you could like peek to see where it is before they throw the
Yeah.
blindfold on you. And if anyone wasn't able to do it or like chickened out, they would be immediately disqualified, exterminated.
Yeah, you have
tossed
to do
out.
it. You have to do it.
Have to do it. And they all did it. Ta-da!
They did. That they did.
Hooray! So,
Some were touching it more than others. Like, I was shocked. I mean, Asia is constantly surprising me.
really feeling it up.
She is fearless. She is fearless.
Gotta be.
She is going, no, you've got to be, but like, she is truly Dracula material. She always is going 100. She's going to do what she's got to do. She's going to do it even if she doesn't have to. And I find that really impressive this whole season. Like, I was like, this is a bad Like,
Yeah.
she's a bad.
You have to be.
I probably would have been definitely more Yuri.
Oh.
Well, no, it's just because I would have freaked myself out. You know what I mean? Once I would have
love
touched
Yuri.
it. Well, when I would have touched those little furry legs, those little, I don't know. Yeah. It would have been an automatic response. I don't, like, you know what I mean? And then I've been worried I would, like, squish them. Although I don't, like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know why I'd be so worried about their well-being, but I feel like that would have also been, then I would have just, like, that.
Yeah.
But
But then we move on to creatives.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone's in there working on their outfits, and we kind of see the designs and the inspiration for what everyone's going for.
Yeah.
Asia is doing a winter Wendigo.
Mm-hmm.
Very cool.
Love Wendigos.
Wendigos, you know, Minnesota, Canada, Alaska, creature that like preys on humans, cannibals, and can also be in monster form, but also possess people.
Very mean. Not moving to Minnesota. Okay, Wendigo girl.
And then Auntie is doing the Piazza.
Mm-hmm.
I really hope I'm pronouncing that right. I had to watch a video. I tried to research everyone's thing because I love that. I love monsters. And I had to watch a video just to be like, how exactly do they pronounce this? Because the Boulets couldn't
To be fair,
pronounce it
I
either.
don't think anyone's been able to like actually successfully
Yeah.
pronounce it per se.
Yeah.
Piazza.
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 Piazza. Piazza.
Piazza.
That mean that.
Piazza.
Piazza. It's Piasa. But it's based off of this really cool drawing that's on a massive cliff in Alton, Illinois, which is AKA St. Louis. But it's pretty much exactly like how Auntie portrays it in the floor show, which is cool.
I
That's
mean, to
really
be honest,
cool.
I had no doubt. Her conceptual ideas and bringing them to stage, they've been fantastic.
Top notch.
Top notch. You know.
So Yuri is doing a mud mermaid.
Which I was very excited about. Not gonna lie, I'm such like, well, because I love mermaids. You know I'm that type of girl.
Yeah.
I'm out here like,
yes.
scary strawberry shortcake right now. So point being is, you know I love like a mermaid, and you know that is, you know, very Jade Jolie realm. I wasn't sure, I didn't think they elaborated on the mud mermaid per se.
They didn't know anything about it. They didn't know anything
That's
about
when you
it.
just make it up. Just make it up.
Truly.
I would have had a whole backstory on this mermaid.
Well, and she was making up about where it's from because I had to double check. It's not Illinois. It's Indiana.
Well, they're constantly making up their feelings about each other, so why not just make things up about this mermaid?
And then we don't really get to see Gray's, like sketch and doodles and sew-ins, but
Yeah, I've already assumed that Gray's was gonna be incredible.
oh, we know that. We know that.
Such
we
a
know
little monster crush. I love Gray Matter.
Gray's so cool. Love Gray. Love Gray. I hope
So
I get
cool.
to do that every episode. I'll work it in. Love Gray. But Gray's, to me, seeing the floor show, fawn, satyr. I'm not sure which one exactly it was supposed to be. Fawns are good guys. Satyrs
Yes.
are nasty guys.
But always mix that like really horrific take on it.
Uh-huh.
He just does such a great job at that.
So good.
I mean,
So
every
good.
single runway from, just everything. Holiday Horror was still one of my favorites.
Oh, really?
I just love him. He doesn't do any wrong to me. I'm such a fan. I'm always like, the carrot did it for me.
I mean,
Love Gray.
not
Love
anymore
Gray.
after that big E. coli outbreak that's happening with the carrots. Don't eat any carrots.
Oh my God, is that a thing?
Yes. You not hear about this?
I don't eat healthy, so.
You heard it here first. But while everyone's working on everything, Auntie goes over to Yuri and says like how grateful she is to get to know her finally. I mean, it only took them to episode 9 to do it, but it still happened, and that's.
Do you think it was prompted? No, but yes, it was nice because, to be honest, Yuri is fantastic. You know, they have done some incredible accomplishments, been on other shows. Their makeup skills has been well known. And so I think they deserve some props and a little bit of love.
Well, it's just so nice to see a little heart to heart.
No, it was. It felt 50% genuine, so I did like it.
Oh! Well, we get over to the floor show and we start it the same way we always do with the boulets. Or what is the one that she likes to do, the
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, camera toss. Well, they're wearing this like full mask prosthetic. This is the same one that they wore on the season 5 tour.
Okay.
Which I do not understand how they did this every stop and did it for the second number. So they come out, introduce the show, do their first number, intermission, come out and do their second number, and they're...
I thought the prosthetics looked incredible.
They do look incredible, and they lasted a whole tour?
Yeah, that was really, really, really cool. And they switched it up a lot this season. I felt their looks were very
Lots
diverse.
of different things.
Very different stuff that I'm not used to seeing them doing.
And they've always been good about that.
Yeah, no, they definitely have. I feel like they amplified it. I was excited.
I think it's because there's 2 of them.
Do
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
More ideas.
Yeah, there is
More
too.
to work with.
More to work with.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was cool. Yeah, they could throw a little earring on. No, I'm just kidding.
No, there was no earring.
You know, you always get that comment like, oh, well, girl, just could throw a little earring on there.
There's always something.
No, it was gorgeous.
They had a little necklace. They wore a lovely, like, black vinyl mermaid, and then they had, like, the long nails.
Obsessed. They
Love
do
it.
no wrong.
It was fab. Loved
Moms.
it. And then all of our contestants come out to do their floor show. We open it up with Auntie, and she's the piazza. Comes
Wings.
out and is literally just like the drawing. Wings, horns, a beard, has a really cool like skull mace, very neat, is my favorite, wearing heels, love, but
Period.
made sure to put talons on them, and also has like nail glove talons. She's all green and textured. She's covered in horns all over, and she's got like a big long dragon tail kind of going. It's very neat. It's very neat. It's very cool. And her signature kill move is the stiletto stomp, which
Oh, well, yeah, you're gonna love
I'm very, very, very into.
Yeah,
it.
that was the girlies and the gays. Yeah, I loved that for sure.
Loved that. But also when they have the floor show and they present all the little stats and like what everyone's signature kill is, there's also numbers on there as to like levels, level monster, skill level, experience level, hit points. I don't know, but I did make sure to write them all down. So just in case someone on Reddit wants to go and solve this mystery for me, I'd be delighted. The Auntie's was a 602.
Okay. I felt, to be honest, to be fair, I loved it. I already knew it was going to be incredible. I don't know why I was immediately trying to see how this would interpret. Now, if it would be its own monster or if it was going to be kind of like a DLC costume take on an already iconic killer from Dead by Daylight. I always try to like pair them up just to see if that would have been the take of it. But she was very original. The monster was very large. So I do think about the game itself and how that would have been interpreted into the game, getting through the doors, running and stuff.
Well, that's exactly what they said for critiques.
Which was immediately my thought. Like, I was like, you know, how are you going to draw it back in just for the video game?
Well, you just suck the wings in.
Yeah, well, that's true. But then,
it's
just kind of like
and then maybe just kind of do like a
But without the wings,
door.
it would just been more like a lizardy, right? Like, kind of like a... I need the wings. The wings were fabulous.
The wings were fabulous.
Yes.
As any wing is.
Yeah. I didn't want to change anything. I wanted giant, like, widen the doors.
Widen the doors. Widen the doors. Make her an outside kid.
Yeah, widen the doors.
You know what I mean? She didn't gotta go through a doorway.
Period.
And then we have Asia. Asia comes out as her winter Wendigo. Is very hot, sexy hot for such a little winter bird. Skull face. There's horns. She's got some kind of like rib cage bra, a glowing heart. Then she's got like furry pants have some like interesting bone placement on the pants. That didn't make any sense. I didn't get it.
Immediately Dead by Daylight. I was getting Huntress vibes. I mean, honestly, I could so see that being interpreted very much so into the style of Dead by Daylight and either being a costume or, you know, a DLC. Like, it just made sense to me.
Yeah.
And I love seeing a video gamer being transcended where you can tell this person plays video games. They play this game.
She knows what she's doing.
They're referencing and honoring the makers of the game. Like, you could tell this is something that they're going to love, which they did.
And they did.
They did.
And she, very cool, had a staff that then broke into 2 parts to be like 2 pieces. Loved that. Her signature kill was glacial gutting.
Ooh, I love that.
There could be
glacial gutting.
I imagine that it looks something similar to a slushie coming out of your body.
Ooh, sounds
I
good.
don't know,
I think it's
glacial
kinda yummy.
gutting? I don't know if it's supposed to be cold. I don't know.
Glacial.
Yeah.
Glacial.
Yeah.
Glacial.
Yeah. With a score of a
I think
601.
Okay.
601.
601.
Yuri comes out, our little mud mermaid from Indiana.
Yes.
Pointy ears, wet hair.
Well, Indiana, but technically it was still Illinois at this point, right?
It was never Illinois, but that's what everyone is believing.
You researched. You found out it was
did.
Indiana.
I had to know.
You
I
found
had
out
to
it was from
know.
India. And I love that. I love that you really give it up for this lady. She is the researcher for the Mud Mermaid.
I'm not that
is Indiana.
It's Indiana.
And I'm from living in Louisville. I'm so close to Indiana, but I've never heard of the Mud Mermaid per se.
I hadn't either. I
But
never heard of a mud mermaid.
Yet again, we love a mermaid.
I'm
So,
not mad
honey,
at it.
I was like, Mud Mermaid.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Yeah. And now Yuri's also wearing a mermaid gown. Duh, makes sense. Cut, fabulous. Mermaid, but it's made of a green crushed velvet. I don't know how you feel about crushed velvet, and I don't want to know. But
It's
I'll
very
tell
like
you,
the sponsored Spirit of Halloween fabric. It's like that everything that you ever would get from a Halloween store would be normally made from a crushed velvet, correct?
it no
Do you know
matter
what I mean?
no matter what you use it for, it looks cheap. Tell me I'm wrong.
No, you're
I've
right.
never seen it.
And it just looks like that very, which is fine, but it's just like that affordable costume fabric that you can, there's options. It was a choice, and for a mermaid per se, there was just a lot of things that could have been done.
There could have been mud.
But a positive thing, I felt some interpretations. I loved the nails. Or it was giving me very the artist or the hag. So I could see how that could have transferred into some of the characters into the game.
Yeah.
So that was a plus.
And the performance was
great.
Once again, absolutely
Performance
fantastic.
saved it.
Performance saved
yeah,
it. And kill move was drowned demise, which is
Love.
cool because she doesn't need a weapon. She just got hands. Period. With a score of a 608.
Okay.
Best for last. I said it. Gray comes out, has full prosthetic, horns,
so cool.
has a bare chest, which is actually one of those silicone chest plates that I see a lot of drag kings wear. You can tell because of the sleeves. I'm just saying.
So you clocked that. Anyways, love.
Immediately.
Love, though.
Has
It's so cute.
another furry pants, has little hoof feet, a beard, has long fingers, and then
And I will say, hoof feet is such a nightmare. I don't know if you remember that episode.
wow, how could I forget that episode?
I was falling backwards and off the stage. I was living in the most fear I've ever had, ever filming or being on something where they try to prop something under my hooves.
Oh, I remember that day. It was a long day.
I mean, it was, the day itself was long, but that was just, they were like, just take these hooks off. Wait, none of us could stand in hooves.
Oh, it was you and Saint were both wearing them.
Yeah,
same day.
We had to go hoofless.
Just had to hoof it.
Just had to hoof it.
Damn.
But he tore it up. As usual, incredible, and made the hooves look effortless, knowing that they are not.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah. And then, again, as always, love consistency, has the gray matter showing on the head, but also has a staff that has a head on it that also has a matching gray matter. I think gray was either supposed to be a fawn or a satyr. It is never specified, but that is my suspicion.
Okay.
The kill move is Bone Impaler. Very cool. Very
cool.
neat. With a score.
I wish it could have a little more of because everyone's was I like the quippiness. That one was a little more literal.
Well,
it's like impaling with a bone. But I give me I don't know. Everyone's got this Dr. Seuss style murder ending. I just wanted throw me a little.
a Dr. Seuss style.
Well, everything's
ending?
everything. Well, they all their names were just so glacial gutting. Everything kind of goes. There's a.
What is that called when it's a name and it starts with the same letter? An alliteration. Alliteration. Love an alliteration.
I love alliteration.
Yeah.
Yeah. He
How
just looked too
delicious.
cool. He deserved a better name. But Bone Impale, yeah.
Whatever.
There's
Had a
impaling with
score of 606.
Okay.
So there you go.
There you have it.
And then we have our critiques. Our guest judges, though, are sweet, sweet baby season 5 winner, Neo. Love Neo.
Love.
Just the nicest little angel. Oh my gosh.
The absolute sweetest. Like, I have enjoyed the moment I met her. It was just like an instant click. And fun fact, she is actually a Swiftie.
That's crazy to me. Do you believe that? That she's a big Swift?
I love her.
Big Swifter?
Yeah, she is. Ask her.
What do you think her favorite song is?
Oh gosh, I don't know.
What's your favorite song?
Really?
Yeah, duh. Come on. Well, this is like the Taylor Swift impersonator. She's met Taylor Swift.
Yeah,
You were
that's
in
true.
one of her videos, right?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
It's too many to choose from. I love Story Always. Like, I'm an old school girly.
And then our other judge, Gaggy Gag, is the creator of the game, the creator of Dead by Daylight.
So cool.
How did they swing that?
I mean, honestly, they broke the budget this time. This was cool.
Well, it's also that they are going to be in this game. They are the first
Yes!
horror hosts of Dead by Daylight.
Congratulations, moms.
Very
that is
neat.
so cool.
Very cool.
Very, very, very cool. I'll be tuning
so
in.
Neat. Yes.
Yes.
Or playing.
You gonna play with me?
Maybe. I don't know. Oh my God. I mean,
We're
try.
getting
I'll try.
Sigourney on.
I'll try it.
Do you think you'd be a survivor or a killer? Which one do you think
I would
you'd be?
love to be a killer.
Okay.
Yeah.
I see that for
That
you.
just seems more fun.
But if you played survivor, you had, because it's teams of 4.
Okay.
And so you're the killer. Who would be the 4 survivors that you would try to kill if they were all from Dracula?
From this season or any?
Any. You could kill any 4. Which isn't a bad thing, you know. It's like Mary Kill, but you just
Who would you pick?
kill them
I
all.
don't know. That's such a big, juicy question.
Oh gosh, yeah. I guess okay.
There's so many to choose from, and I can't remember most of them.
Okay, well, I would love to play against Asia because I know she's incredible and plays the game.
Yes.
I definitely would love to kill, throw Mary and Cherry in there just for likeness and old time's sake. I also know that Bitch Pudding plays, and she's incredible. I
love her.
Bitch Pudding. And last but not least, I'm gonna throw you in there. I'm gonna chase you around.
Yeah, I'll be
Just for
real
the fun.
easy to take out. I don't know what the I'm doing.
See, an easy kill. So yeah,
Perfect.
love you.
We have our critiques for everyone.
Mm-hmm.
And it seems to be they had stuff they pretty much loved everyone. They pretty
They
much
did.
loved everyone. The only
good.
really bad critique that I heard was saying that Auntie's character wouldn't fit through a doorway.
Which, yet again, it was just
Yeah.
It was a fair statement.
Yeah. And then Yuri didn't know anything about her monster. And then we found out that Yuri and Drac don't know how to pronounce Illinois.
Yeah, that was strange.
It's very interesting.
It's like you have to go out of your way to pronounce that incorrectly. Bless our hearts.
It's also like-
Actually, I will say I lived in I say Louisville, and they hate that.
It's Louisville.
It's Louisville.
Louisville.
Yeah. Yeah. I just like saying it like Louisville.
Louisville. Slugger.
Louisville.
Our winner for this challenge is Asia. Asia now has 3 out of 9.
That's incredible. She
We-
slayed.
We
She
knew
is a
from episode 1
powerhouse,
that she was going to
powerhouse,
be
powerhouse.
going to the finale.
Mhm.
We knew.
We knew.
We've seen it.
You could feel it. I saw it in her tits. I was like, I know it. I see it. I feel it.
But that means that the other 3
Mhm.
are all going to have to do the extermination.
Yep.
And before they even get there, of course we have to go to the cauldron.
Mhm.
Auntie's upset. Auntie's upset. Auntie's upset. Yuri says, Auntie's too negative. Auntie's like, I'm not negative, I just tell it how it is. And then Gray said, well, I don't think Auntie's too negative. She just has to vent, and sometimes you just have to vent, and I don't think that that's too negative. Auntie's going after Yuri, which sucks because,
I know.
the other 2 points in this episode that we saw them interact, it was all like sweetie pie.
It was. And it was like kind of like dogpiling on top of Fury, to be fair.
It
'cause
was.
Everyone knows what happened and where they stand and what they've done. So it just kind of felt like reiterating, and it just was what it was. I feel like if you're just confident, be confident and just stand by what's been
Yeah.
done. And honestly, celebrate that you're all there
Yeah.
at that point.
Yeah.
You know?
I mean, they were going after Yuri, saying that all of her looks were too similar. Asia's calling out her wig. Auntie's like, isn't this the same wig you just wore for D&D? And Yuri said, no, I got 2 of them.
I would have just
Smart
been drinking
noodle.
at this point. Just enjoy yourself. Drink and let the cards fall.
Oh my God.
And if that is what it is, well then revel in then that you're just one step closer.
And Yuri says that Auntie's snapping. Auntie says she's not snapping. Yuri said, sounds like snapping to me.
Oh.
And Auntie's feeling very attacked, but it seems to be that she's doing all of the attacking.
I'm
I don't
talking.
know.
Love Hoso.
Oh, like, love Hoso.
Love Hoso.
Love Hosie May. So then they go off to their extermination challenge.
I'm not a fan of, well, I don't know, have you ever went paintballing before?
No, I haven't gotten to do that. I don't have friends that want to go do that with me, but I'd like to. I'm very interested.
It is fun if you're not getting like paintballed majorly.
Yeah.
But I'm from the country myself, so go figure. But yeah, it's not a fun experience to get paintballed. I would have looked forward to that if I couldn't like paintball back. So,
yeah, that
I
wasn't
kind of felt for
an option
them.
in this.
No, that was not an option.
No.
It was just pure pain.
Yep, they have to go through their own live version of the video game.
Yeah.
Which is
Not necessarily that, but a little bit. The concept.
Yeah,
Concept
it was
there.
close. It was like an obstacle course. They all got to wear face masks, thank God, because that was the first thing I said. I was like, there better be some kind of safety thing there.
Blinding
oh my
your
God.
bust.
No, take my eye. No thanks. They have to run through. It's foggy. There's lighting is weird. Lots of like crates and tires and stuff to like hide behind. They got all three of them in there at the same time, which that's cool. But they have to find a bunch of these little tiny coffins that have little blood points in them.
Right.
So they have to collect all the points. Whoever collects the most points will make it to the finale. And then whoever collects the second most points will also make it to the finale. And then whoever collects the least is our sad number 4, just a little shy of the sweet top.
But yeah, that was a very fair, a very fair way of going about it. Because, it was really cut and dry.
Yeah.
If you get the points, you move on. If you don't, you don't.
And they also get points deducted if they get hit.
Right.
So you could be finding a lot, but if you're also getting hit a lot, what good is it?
This is fair.
They start grabbing some of the furniture and like using it as a shield, which is immediately like what I would have done too if I could have lifted one of them.
Just it's an automatic thing, yeah. It's like,
And then we get like a whole like score count, seeing how many everyone gets. And here are our final scores. Gray, 160. Auntie, 280. Good for her.
Yeah,
and she had them big wings too. She's
I know,
probably
for
the
real.
biggest one out there, the largest target.
That's impressive.
It is impressive.
That's impressive.
Very impressed. The last thing that we see on the screen for the count is Yuri with 160 as well. And then it fades to black and we hear a shot and we hear it, ah! And then like a -10. And it was Yuri. It was Yuri. Just that one little paintball just took her right out. And so we have to say goodbye to Yuri. And we do in probably the most dramatic way or just
It was
hilarious.
one of the funniest, death scenes that I've ever seen.
The longest death scene I think
Oh, it was
I've
very
ever
long.
seen. They have her, Drax says, no, we're not gonna kill you. Like, that's not real. Blop, blop, blop. And Yuri's like, oh, I'm so
it was
excited to
giving
go home.
a very homage to the other show.
It was a whole production. It
Yeah.
was like they had all of the cast and crew, like clip clap for Yuri. She gets to sit in the van. They got footage of
So
her like
funny.
farting around the airport with her bags. And then she's on her way home in a plane. Boom.
It was so unhinged.
Y'all blew up the plane?
It's just so unhinged. Yeah. Was it a private jet? Did everyone go with it? Total camp.
But now, we have our top 3.
We do.
We have our top 3 of Asia, Auntie, and Gray. I saw that coming from
I'm
the
happy
beginning.
I saw it from the same.
We all saw it
But
from the beginning.
it's what we deserved. They are fantastic. And this is going to be an incredible finale.
I can't wait.
I can't either.
I can't wait. I don't know what to expect.
So congratulations, all 3 of you. You guys have been a blast to watch and well-deserved this season. To each one of you. So
A+.
you did it, kids.
In the arms of the angel.
And that's it.
No, it's a wrap.
That's it. That was the end. This was a really fast episode today because you landed at 7 a.m. and now we have to get you back to the airport so you can fly out because you have a gig tonight in Minneapolis. Isn't that crazy?
But thank you for having me.
Thank you for being had. I'm so excited to see you. I missed you too.
I miss you. I'll be had anytime.
And now you live in Minneapolis. You're so much closer.
Yes, I am.
Yeah. So we can get you down here and then you can have that little play date with Auntie. I'll supervise.
Make sure subscribe. I saw words were hard this episode.
I love the juxtaposition.
But subscribe. Keep supporting this beautiful baby.
Yes, like, comment, subscribe. Did we break 10K? I think we did.
Ow!
Maybe not. Hopefully by the time that this airs, we will have if we haven't.
So proud of you.
Thank you. Thank Thank you.
Love you so much.
Thank you. I love you so much. Join us next week for the finale of Boulet Brothers Dragula Season 6. Bye.
Oh, you know I love a head.
I love a matchy-matchy.
Because I didn't realize I pretty much brought a head every runway.
Did you really?
I had so many heads. I didn't realize it was
You
like
were
the
the
season of
prop
heads.
queen.
I know. I felt like they didn't even show off my props. But I was like Nickelodeon. I was pulling like a prop out every 2 seconds.
Oh my god. Oh my god. You had like what, like 4 for Monsters of Rock?
Yeah, I mean, I
Oh
did.
my god. And then trying to, I will never forget you up there trying to like break that guitar and it would
The
not
way
work.
that they made that look so effortless. I was hitting that
so
thing.
many takes.
It was like, 30 times they're like, bring her a cinder block and like,
Yes. Oh my
to
god.
finally smash that thing. That's
Yeah.
so funny, yeah.
I've never smashed a guitar and they make it look so easy on TV.
I was exhausted.
Was that a real guitar?
Yeah, it was my Taylor Swift guitar. R.I.P.
You're a monster.
I know, truly.
You're a real monster. See, she deserved to be on Dragula.
Period. Coming right here from the one, the only.
The